Hola amigos! Today we've got a fun yoga flow to prep the body for crow pose. Crow pose, also known as bakasana, is an arm balance. Though I reckon it's one of the most accessible arm balances out there to learn, a wonderful entree into this world, if you will. It was actually the first arm balance that I learned, and as it was the first, it will always hold a special place in my heart. Though there are a few moving parts that we need to focus on. Specifically, we need to work on strengthening the shoulders, having good core compression, balance, and strong wrists. For the class, you may want a yoga block or a thick book would also be just fine. And for the practice portion of the class, a rolled up blanket or a thick pillow will work just to place in front of you should you fall. You want to protect the moneymaker. That sounds super scary and it's not meant to put fear in you. It's just that from personal experience, you will end up falling a few times, and it may be nice to have something there to protect your face. And if you do fall, it's a good sign. It means that you're trying. It means that you're trying to push yourself out of your current capabilities to do something that you weren't able to do before. So you can look at it that way. One more thing, don't forget to subscribe. Join the family, it's entirely free, and I upload new videos every single week. So my beautiful friends, when you're ready to take flight, simply roll out your mat and let's do this together. So we'll start the class seated on heels, bringing your hands onto your lap, palms face up or down. Go ahead and close your eyes, and we'll take a few breaths here just to transition onto the mat. So take a deep inhale through your nose. Full exhale from the nose. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then with your eyes still closed here, just start to take your head in big circles in either direction. Staying with this direction, 2 more circles. Last one here. And then once your chin comes down to your chest, go ahead and switch the direction. For 3. 2. 1 more. And then again, chin down to chest, this time blinking your eyes open. Go ahead and reach both arms up overhead. Keep the ribs pulled in here as you reach up. Exhale. And then this time, inhale to push the belly forward, cactus in the arms, back and down, lift the chest. Exhale to round, pull the hands towards each other. For 5, inhale. Exhale, round. 4. 3. 2. 1. Good. Slowly coming up onto your knees and then into a tabletop position with your hands stacked below your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Go ahead and roll out the feet. Maybe pat them out a few times to bring some blood back in. And then I'm actually going to turn to the side here so you can see. We're going to do a shift over onto the left knee. Left hand stays underneath your shoulder, extending your right foot out to the side. So we're in this assisted Vashisthasana, assisted side plank. Go ahead and inhale your right arm up overhead. Option 1 is going to be to keep the right foot down on the floor. If you feel stable here, go ahead and inhale, reach the right leg up to hover. Keep pulling the ribs in, holding for 1. And then inhale here. Exhale to curl, right knee to right elbow. For 5. Inhale. Exhale, curl. 4. 3. 2. 1. Inhale to extend. And then exhale, turns you back to face the top of the mat. Left foot turns to face the back of the mat. Keep the right leg lifted. And then this time, inhale the left arm up. So opposite arm and leg. Exhale here. Keep pushing into the right hand so you're not collapsing on the right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, tiger curl. Left elbow to right knee. Inhale to extend. Option 1 here is to drop the right foot down as we take our twist. Option 2 is to keep it hovering. Exhale to twist, left arm underneath the right. Inhale to extend. Exhale, tiger curl. Right knee bends, left elbow bends. Inhale to extend. Again, if you're feeling loss of balance, you can press the right toes into the floor. Exhale to twist. Inhale, extend. 2 more. Exhale, curl. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Last one. Inhale to extend. And then exhale, left hand comes down, right toes press into the back of the mat. Inhale. Exhale to lift the hips up and back, down dog. Go ahead and walk your dog here, shaking out the hips, shaking out the head. So I'm a big fan of options. If you've done my other classes, you may know. So we are working to strengthen the areas needed in crow pose, but that doesn't mean that you should feel any pressure to practice. So you will get benefit from the class even if you decide not to practice. But when it does come time to practice our crow, I will give many options there as well. So just take any variation that suits you today. With your next inhale, go ahead and roll everything forward, high plank. Squeeze the glutes, push the floor away, and I want you to bring some awareness into your hands here. Press down through all 10 fingers, and then with your glutes squeezed, just start to push forwards and backwards until you see the tips of your fingers almost start to go white. So we're starting to bring in our finger breaks here, which we're going to be using for balance in our crow pose. 2 more. Inhale. As we take our chaturanga, you can optionally lower the knees or keep them lifted, but we're going to lower down together for 4. Squeeze the glutes. 3, 2, 1. Inhale here, baby cobra. Exhale. 1 more inhale. Exhale, up and back into your tabletop. I'll just turn to face the camera, going over onto the right side, Vashisthasana. So left foot extended out, left arm up overhead. Option 1, hold here. Option 2, hover the left leg. Keep pulling the ribs in. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale to curl, left elbow to left knee. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to extend. Exhale, left hand lands, right toes face the back of the mat, left foot stays lifted. And then with your next inhale, go ahead and reach the right arm up. Exhale here, tiger curl, elbow to knee. Inhale to extend. Exhale to twist, right arm underneath the left, it's like twister, towards the left. Inhale up. Again, optionally you can set the left foot down for balance. Exhale, tiger curl. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale to extend. Exhale, right hand lands, left toes press into the back of the mat. Inhale here to lift the chest. Exhale, down dog. Again, about 3 breaths here. Just take your time to move around in any way that feels good. One more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rolls you forward, high plank. Again, hold here. Shoulders stacked over the wrists, chest proud and pulling forward through the arms, pushing down through all 10 fingers. Breathe for 4. Can you puff the upper back up a little bit more to create space between the shoulder blades? 3, 2, inhale, exhale down chaturanga for 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale, baby cobra, exhale, inhale, exhale once again, tabletop, turn back to face this way. Inhale here, drop the belly down, chest down, looking up, untuck the toes. And then as you exhale, push the floor away, lift the knees, round the back. Inhale, knees down, belly down, looking up. Exhale, push, round, knees lift. 3 more, inhale. Exhale. Last 2. Last 1. Good, knees down, push the hips up and back once more into your downward facing dog. And then this time, bringing the feet as wide as your mat, small bend in the knees. We're gonna push the chest up and back, opening the shoulders here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet back, hips distance. Inhale, rolls you forward, high plank. Exhale, your chaturanga. Inhale here, baby cobra. This time, lifting the hands away from the mat and bringing them outside of the mat, in line with your shoulders, onto your fingertips, elbows facing up towards the sky. Exhale, releases your forehead down onto the mat, pressing the tops of the toes into the floor so hard that you can lift the knees. So we're active in the legs. With your next inhale, start to peel the chest and the stomach off of the floor, lifting as high as you can without pushing too much weight into the fingers. So try to use the strength of your back muscles to lift. Exhale, reverse. For 5, inhale. Exhale down. 4. 3. 2. 1. Good. Tucking the toes, bringing the elbows in line with the shoulders into your Sphinx pose. So as I said in the intro, we need to work on a few different parts to prep the body. And one of them is good, strong core strength. Specifically core compression, which is what the next 2 moves are targeting. First is actually spinal strength. So elbows in line with the shoulders, hands shoulder width. If this is too much on your shoulders as they're still warming up, you can optionally take the hands together here, which may be a little bit more delicate on the shoulders. So tucking the toes, inhale here. And then with your exhale, flex your spine, squeeze your glutes into forearm plank. I want to see your butt parallel. Obviously this is a video, so I won't be able to see your butt, but just keep your butt parallel. Not too high up, not low. Squeeze. Inhale, lowers the hips, Sphinx pose. Exhale, curl, round, forearm plank. Inhale, shoulder blades squeeze together, chest lifts through the arms. Exhale, shoulder blades pull apart, squeeze the glutes. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2. Last 1. Oh, shaking. Good. Inhale, hips down, lift the chest, Sphinx pose. Whew. Okay, so shoulders are a little warmer, abs are warmer. We're gonna take it to next level, transitioning from our forearm plank to dolphin. Again, you always have the option to bring the hands together if it's a little bit too much on the shoulders. So exhale, lifting up into your forearm plank, and then slowly start to push your hips back as you walk the feet a little bit closer towards the elbows, as close as you can, and then slowly back to forearm plank, hips lower, back down to parallel for 4. Hips up, legs walk it in. Keep breathing. And back. Make sure that your shoulders stay in line, or your elbows rather stay in line with your shoulders, but they're not splaying out to the sides. 2 more. Last one. And all the way back, forearm plank, inhale. Exhale, hips down. Lift the chest. Inhale here. Exhale, releases the chest and the forehead down onto the mat. Hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale to push up and back, down dog. Good. Shake out the head. Shake the hips off from one side to the other. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Open the mouth, exhale. Once more, inhale. Exhale. Okay, getting into a little bit more of a flow. Go ahead and bring the big toes together. Inhale, reaches the right leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, brings the right knee to the right elbow to tap, or as close as you can to tap. Inhale, up and back. 2 more like that. Exhale, curl, tap. Inhale. Exhale, last one. Inhale, up and back. And then this time, as you exhale, step the right foot outside the right hand. Good. Inhale here, lizard lunge. Exhale. If you have a block handy, I want you to bring it outside of the left top corner of the mat, so towards the left side of the top of the mat. Inhale here. Exhale. As you take your next exhale, we're going to take it into revolved Ardha Chandrasana, revolved half moon. So you can bring your left hand onto the block. Inhale. And then as you exhale, right hand comes to right hip. You're going to push forward to lift the left foot up and back. Left hand can stay on the block. Right hand can stay on the hip. You're here. Option 1. Option 2, reach the right arm up overhead, opening through the right shoulder. Keep lifting the left foot up and back. Option 3, hover the left hand. So you have many variations to choose from. Breathe wherever you are for 3. For 2. Once more. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your chest, left hand lands, high lunge. Oh. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper here into the right knee. One more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hands to your chest. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of the mat. So left toes turn open, right leg straightens, left knee bends. One breath here. Inhale. Exhale to rise back up to your lunge. Inhale. Exhale, high plank, hands land. Chaturanga of your choice, knees down or up. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog, depending on how your spine feels. Either way, try to push the back of your head back to make that really nice double chin. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Take a second here to close your eyes and just feel how the body feels. If at any point it gets too much, you can either pause the video or come down into child's pose, take a few breaths, reset, and then join when you feel ready again. Big toes together. Let's go ahead and do the left side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee to left elbow to tap, or as close as you can for 3. Inhale, up. Exhale, curl, tap. 2. 1. Inhale, once more, up and back. And then this time, exhale, left foot steps outside, left hand. Go ahead. If you have that block, go ahead and move it over to the right side. We're going to push forwards and backwards again for 3. This time coming into our half moon on the right side. 2. Right hand on the block, pushing down through your left toes. Inhale. Exhale, left hand to hip, right leg lifts. Option 1, hold here. Remember, you have 3 levels of the block, lowest, medium, highest. So please choose one variation that allows you to be here more or less comfortably. Option 2, left arm opens. Option 3, hover the right hand. Hold, wherever you are, for 3. Can you lift the back leg a little bit more? 2, point the right toes a little bit more. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale here, hands come to chest. Exhale, right foot lands, high lunge. Good. One side's always a little bit better, and it changes by the day, so just be gentle on yourself, giving it your best. I have to remind myself of that as well. So my reminder comes to you via video. Inhale here. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of the mat. Right toes open, left leg straightens. Hold for 1. Inhale. Exhale, high lunge. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, high plank. Your chaturanga. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. And then this time, exhale, down dog. Again, if you need, lower the knees down, child's pose. Taking 3 breaths. We're gonna do it once more each side. Adding on a little bit. Focusing on your shoulders here in your down dog. Try to keep a bend in the knees and push down to the first 2 fingers so you really make your armpits as long as you can. Pushing the hips up and back. If you are in your child's pose, go ahead and come back into down dog. Big toes together. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee to right elbow to tap, or as close as you can for 3. If you can tap it, no problem. Try to lift it a little bit higher along the arm. Can you tap towards the tricep? 2. Push the floor away, make space between the shoulder blades. 1. Inhale up. Exhale, right foot steps down next to right hand. Good. Block comes to the left corner of the mat, left top corner. Pushing forwards and backwards, you know where we're going. Revolved half moon, 3. Let's bring the right hand onto the hip now, 2. And 1. Left foot lands, twist. Can you open the right shoulder a little bit more? Maybe, if you didn't take on the last side, try to open the right arm. Breathe. Or can you go onto just 1 fingertip on the block with the left hand? Or maybe hover the left hand. 2. Calm the mind. 1. Inhale, hands to chest. Exhale, high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of the mat. 1 breath. Inhale, high lunge. And then this time, hands, option 1, stay at your chest. Option 2, more intense, arms reach up overhead. We're gonna take it from our high lunge to warrior three. Inhale. Exhale, push forward into your right foot, lift the left leg up and back, warrior three. Inhale here, bend the right knee, tap the left toes down, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows towards the left knee to curl for 4. Inhale to extend arms and leg. Exhale, curl, 3. Exhale, curl, 2. I know the right leg is on fire, we're almost there. Inhale to extend. Exhale, hands down, high plank. Oh, release the right leg. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale, down dog. Take a second, appreciate the right leg, and know, unfortunately, we have 2 legs, so the left leg is going to be joining the right in just a second. Inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale. Big toes together, let's finish strong. Last side, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee to elbow, tap. 3. Inhale. Exhale, tap. 2. Can you get the knee a little bit higher up on the arm? 1. Inhale to extend. Exhale, left foot steps outside left hand. Good. Setting it down, left foot down, block to the right side of the mat. Pushing forwards and backwards for 3. 2. Let's take the left hand to the hip. Inhale. Exhale, revolved half moon. Same variation you had on the side we just did. So if you had the hand on the hip before, maybe you can open the arm. Maybe you can come onto one fingertip on the block, or maybe hover the right hand. Breathe wherever you are for 3. For 2. 1 more. Inhale, hands to chest, right foot lands. Exhale, high lunge. Ooh. Inhale. Exhale, skandasana to the back of the mat, right toes open, hold for 1. Inhale, high lunge. And then we're gonna take it to our warrior 3 here. So option 1, if your shoulders are already cooked, you can keep your hands at your chest. If you're embracing the spice today, join me with the arms up overhead. Inhale, look down to your left toes. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale to bend the left knee, tapping the right toes down. Exhale, curl, elbows to right knee for 5. Inhale to extend both. Exhale, curl. 4. 3. 2. 1. Inhale to extend. Exhale, high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale, this time, knees down, hips back, child's pose. Breathe for 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Slowly come up to sit on the heels. Okay, the body is definitely warmer. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling warm. So we've warmed up all of the right areas. Just want to do one more drill to train core compression, which is important for our crow pose. taking the hands, actually it's gonna be right here. So taking the hands outside of your knees. If you would like a little bit more space, you can elevate the hands onto blocks or onto books. What we're gonna do is push the floor away, again making space between the shoulder blades, and then with your exhale, pushing into the tops of your toes, you're gonna curl your knees up into your chest. So think about pushing the floor away as you pull the knees in. So inhale here, exhale, push the floor away, pull the knees in, hold for 2, 1, set it down. If it's too much on the tops of the toes, you can tuck the toes. However, that's going to take off some of the intensity on purpose. That's kind of the reason why I said don't. If you can, try to keep the toes untucked. I know it's a lot on the feet, but you have the added benefit of a little stretch for the toes. You may just be able to come up a little bit less high. So if you absolutely need, tuck the toes, but it's going to give a slightly different stimulus to your core. Let's go 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, knees down, lift the chest. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, compress. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, last one. Exhale here. Inhale. Exhale, compress, hold. 3. Can you round the upper back even more? 2, 1. Set it down. Good. Okay, roll out the wrists. Very last drill here, just to make sure that our wrists are nice and strong. So I want you to take the arms out in front. I love doing this one in a class because from my perspective, where I sit in front of everybody, it looks like everybody's giving me jazz hands. That's why I call this move jazz hands. So you're gonna take your arms out in front, in line with your shoulders, and then squeeze your hands as tight as you can, making really tight fists, and open as wide as you can. Keep it going for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, now even faster, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, hyperspeed, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and roll out the wrists here, maybe taking them onto the floor and just rocking side to side. A quick disclaimer here. Crow pose is an arm balance, which means we're on our hands, we're balancing on our arms, and the wrists are very delicate and they take a long time to build strength. So please, throughout this practice, if at any point your wrists start to feel extra sore or that you just need some time, call it there for the day. Don't push it and then maybe take it back the next day or even the day after. It's better to build strength gradually here. As I said, it does take time than pushing it too hard, injuring your wrists, and then being out of the game for weeks. That's no bueno. So you can revisit this class as often as you'd like. It's here for your use, but just use your best sense with your wrists. If they start to hurt, call it there. Okay, we've made it to the fun part, where we get to practice. So we can move the block off to the side. We have our chosen cushion, or rolled up blanket in my case, to have as just a psychological assist there, to know that if you fall, you have something soft to break your fall, to not break your face. And there's a few different ways to practice crow. Each teacher teaches it a different way. If you already have crow in your practice and you have a way that you like, we'll leave it there. I'm not going to change the way that you do it. There's 2 places along your arm that you could put your knee. First is up closer towards your tricep, and the second is if you find your elbow bone, that little sharp bone, just above that, about 2 fingers above it, you have this flat part of your upper arm. That I call the crow shelf because it makes an ideal space for the knees. What I find a little bit troublesome about practicing on the tricep is that 1, the tricep is a muscle, so it's moving, which makes it even harder to balance. And two, I find it super painful and have been left with some gnarly bruises from practicing that way. So I'll leave it up to you how you decide. I would recommend you try both, just see which one you prefer. But for today, I'm going to be focusing on the flat bone here. As we do in our chaturanga, where we pull the elbows tight by the sides before we lower down, we want to keep that same cue in our crow. So hands will be underneath your shoulders. Go ahead and come into your tabletop position. Spreading your fingers wide as we practiced in the beginning, just start to push forwards and backwards, using your finger breaks to stop you as you push forward. I like to also say that imagine here you have two jars that you're trying to open or close, I guess righty to the opposite directions, that you're trying to squeeze the hands in opposite directions open. So imagine that same motion as you're externally rotating the shoulders, so bringing the eye of the elbow forward. So that way, when you bend at the elbows go straight back. You're kind of locking your shoulder into place, giving more stability to your shoulder girdle, more stability, more strength, more balance, all that good stuff. So from here, we're gonna lift the knees, coming onto the tiptoes. You're gonna bend your elbows, eye of the elbow facing forward, and then either bringing your knees up onto your triceps if you wanna practice that way, or first bringing one knee onto the flat part of the upper arm, second knee onto the other arm. And then just from here, option one for today's practice, if you're new to the practice, is going to be locating that bone, bending the elbows, and just working on pushing forwards and backwards, using your finger breaks to stop you. Option two, you're comfortable with that forward motion. I want you to try taking one foot up towards the bum, hold, set it down, second foot up towards the bum, down. As we are practicing that, also imagine pushing the floor away to round the upper back, pulling the shoulder blades apart. It's a little bit counter, it's actually not a little, it's a lot counter to what your body wants to do, but in order to have your feet come up, you need to have a counterbalance of your head reaching forward. So the more you can pull your feet in towards your butt, the more you'll need to lean your head forward to have this balance. So I know it's everything your body does not want to do, which is to lean forward like you're gonna fall, but that's why we have our finger breaks. Option three is once you get comfortable pulling one foot in, try to lean forward as much as you can until the other foot gets as light as you can. Maybe hold, or maybe set it down and switch. Okay, so you have many options to practice. We're gonna go for 2 rounds of 5 breaths, okay? So coming into position, inhale, exhale, go ahead and take your variation using your finger breaks. Breathe for 5. Pull the heels in 4, point the toes, 3, 2, 1. Slowly set the feet down. Breathe. Maybe roll out the wrists here, or take them into a counterbalance, counter stretch. We're gonna do one more because we came all this way, we prepped everything. Why not just finish it strong with one more round? So hands underneath your shoulders, spreading the fingers. Let's go for it. 5 breaths, whichever option you choose. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet down, come on down to the knees. Roll through the wrists. Nice job. Take a breath. As I said, this video will be here for you if you want to maybe next time take one option further until you're there. I mean, you're already taking a big step just by practicing, so I commend you. Chapeau to you. We'll just do one twist each side to call it there. Feel free to keep rolling through the wrists after the practice, okay? So on your knees, go ahead and inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale to twist to the right. 3 breaths. Inhale, arms up to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, arms up to center. Exhale, come into your child's pose with your knees wide, big toes together. Relax the head down and breathe. And that's going to do it for today's lesson. Thank you all so much for joining. I really hope that you enjoyed this practice and that maybe you got a few seconds of airtime in your crow pose. If you enjoyed this one and you would like to see more guided flows like it that lead to a peak pose, then just drop your requests in the comments down below. I'll check them out and try to put something fun together. Otherwise, I'm wishing you all a beautiful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll catch you back here in my next video super soon. Ciao!